crushing the boards or making cuts offensively. Just what was kind of your mindset coming into this game? Was there anything from Tuesday that the coaches wanted you to work on?
Just making sure that I play my best in whatever area that I can do that on the court. Sometimes it's not going to be scoring, sometimes it's going to be defense, and having that energy on defense to start, because we press a lot, 40 minutes of the game, so it can be hard to maintain that type of energy throughout the game. And so if it's a low scoring night, then okay, get up and play some defense or go get some rebounds. Just remembering that we can impact the game in many ways.
Maria.
Looking around the cameras here. Ruby, 18 points, of course, 14 rebounds. Coach Caldwell had said after the game she really wanted to emphasize box out and rebounding, and I think y'all pretty much dominated the glass. Just how big of an emphasis was that tonight?
It was super big, but it's always an emphasis. Like, it's important in every single game, no matter who we're playing. We always need to improve on our rebounding and our boxing out. And so it's just creating good habits.
Go next to Casey in the back, and then Paige.
You came away with 8 offensive rebounds. What do you feel just makes you so effective going up and getting the board?
I feel like it's just about timing. If somebody's not boxing me out, then I'm taking advantage of that and trying to get around them. Not just running into the person's back because you're tired. Like, that's a big emphasis that we try to focus on in practice because we do that a lot. And so I just think like taking the extra time to crash the boards when nobody's boxing you out, or if you can get around the person when you're tired, like, just do it.
I don't know if you guys get to like dictate who gets like the inbound pass, like who's guarding that, but it seemed like you kind of called your number a couple of times on the inbound. I don't know if you take pride in maybe having that pressure defense there, but how much like motivation do you guys get when you get that violation or you get a turnover early in that press?
It's a lot of energy it brings because it's just like, it's a reward after doing all of that hard work. Like I said, we pressed for 40 minutes. Personally, I just like being on the ball. I feel like I'm a lot more active. I can see and rotate a lot better, and it just helps me make sure I'm doing my job and help me talk to my teammates so they can do their job too.
In the third quarter, it felt like at times you guys were struggling with the transition defense or just kind of giving up quick buckets on the other end to you, Martin. What did you see on the court? And it felt like you guys came out with a renewed energy in the fourth. What was the message after that quarter?
I feel like we often we see our mistakes a little bit too late, but when we come together and we talk about them, then most of the time we come back out and improve. We play for each other. We're playing for the next game. Always, like, we're looking into the future. So we just got to get better. And whatever we need to fix, we fix it in this game, in the next play. So it's just like being able to have that mindset where you can just turn it around, next play mentality. I think that's a big thing for us.
All right, thank you, Ruby. Questions for Jewel and Sarah, please. Let's start with Ryan.
Sarah, just what was the difference between 2 nights ago and tonight?
Yeah, I feel like I was a little more confident. Just heard, some of the coaches gave me some encouraging words. Jewel did too before the game, and so it was just about confidence. And I still, struggled behind the 3-point line, but I feel like I try to have a positive mindset and just do all the little things I could do to help the team, whether that's hustle plays, some O boards whenever we needed them, just talking consistently on defense, whatever it is. So I feel like that was the difference.
Cora.
This is for either of you guys, kind of also on the 3-point shooting. It was kind of tough across the board for everybody. Is there still that adjustment of shooting at pace in games? What's that been like for you guys the first week?
Yeah, we talked about it after the game, just like we didn't shoot the ball well today as a team, but just finding other ways to fuel our offense, especially on our defense. And we know when our defensive pressure is intense, then it creates more offense for us. So yeah, we struggled behind the line, but like Coach said, we're gonna get back in the gym and still shoot with confidence.
Casey in the back.
Joel, Sarah said that you gave her some encouraging words. What were those?
Be confident, know who you are. We're not, Sarah probably doesn't think she's playing her best right now, but she's impacting our team so much. Whether it's just hustle, being a great leader, getting those hustle plays, O boards, making the extra pass, just the little things that people don't notice, but it goes a long way. And when she hits her stride, she's gonna hit her stride, so she's gonna be fine.
Paige.
Kanaya got her first 3 tonight, and the bench kind of came alive. If you guys can just talk about that.
Yeah, it's really fun just to see anybody hit a 3, but especially a freshman. That's our first three-pointer here, and so that was really cool to be able to see. And she just gives us a whole lot of energy, so to be able to give that back to her in that moment is, I think, what we were thinking, and we were just all really excited for her.
Go next to Maria.
Sarah got a little chippy out there. Part of that may be the style of play. Obviously, you're going to frustrate teams, but I know y'all had to be a little tired, even if you want to admit it. You had one game Tuesday, practice Wednesday, but just how did y'all kind of play through that and maintain your lead and your composure?
Yes, I feel like, we like you said, it did get chippy for a second. We're always gonna, defend our teammates, make sure everything's okay. But I feel like we bounced back. We just talked in the huddle to just not let that affect us, not let the refs affect us. And so we just went into the next play with a new mindset, and we didn't let that affect how we were gonna go about defense, offense, like whatever it was on the floor. So I feel like we did a good job of just keeping our composure and just staying within our game.
Go next to Cora, and then Emily Ray, and then Kayla.
Wanted to ask you both about kind of what Ruby was talking about with the next play mentality. We're going to fix it in this game. It's one thing to say that, obviously. It's another thing to do it pretty consistently across the board. If you guys would have a turnover, you'd get it right back. Or, Ruby had some early mistakes, but came out of the game with 18 points, 14 rebounds. Could you talk about maybe how the coaching staff has been able to instill that and get real results from you guys so early on?
Yeah, I think it's you have to do it. Like, we play so fast. There's so many offensive possessions, and right after we shoot, when we're crashing the boards, if we don't get the rebound, then we're right there on defense. So you don't really have time to focus on the shot that you just took, or you're gonna make the next mistake. So coach always says, not forget, but learn from it. But don't hang on to it. Just move on and be ready for the next play, because then you can make an even bigger play.
Yeah, we're gonna have so many opportunities, whether it is just a turnover, we're gonna, like she said, we're gonna be right there on defense to try to get it back. And so we're gonna shoot the ball 20 more times than our opponents most likely each game, and so we're gonna have those opportunities to, make up for it.
Final two questions, Emily Ray, and then Kayla.
Sarah, what does it mean to have teammates like Jewel who can just instill that confidence in you and keep in mind that next play mentality has to go throughout the whole game?
Yeah, it means the world. I think, all my teammates are that way, but Jewel and Kaya and Jill kind of know how to talk to me in those moments and before games and everything, and they want me to be great, and I want them to be great, and so it's just a mutual love and respect, and I just am really grateful for them for that.
For either of you, what was the recovery like yesterday after y'all's first real game in the system, and then also with the quick turnaround of your teamwork?
Cold tubs.
Yeah, coach made us get in the cold tub.
Cold tubs, don't protect boots. Oh, we had mobility with our strength coach,
Yeah.
so a lot of stretching, moving around. So yeah.
Yeah, we knew we had to, get back in the gym and get up and down the floor a little more than we probably wanted to, but we knew it was necessary for this game.
All right, thank you, Jewel and Sarah.
Thank
y'all.